Good afternoon and welcome to this year's Upper School Recognition Day. Today, we will recognize students who have demonstrated excellence in each of the disciplines, as well as students who have been selected for their outstanding contributions to the Bullis community. While these students who are receiving awards today earned stellar grades, as you will hear in the upcoming speeches, these students also have in common a love for learning, a desire to explore topics beyond the surface level, and a willingness to help their classmates learn and succeed. Before we get to the individual student accomplishments, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the people who, on a daily basis, enlighten, motivate, captivate, inspire, question, and answer. They challenge, they support, they believe, they sacrifice, and most importantly, they teach because they care. Would all of the Bullis faculty please stand to be acknowledged and appreciated for all you do. Mrs. Lombardo will now begin our program as we recognize our English Award recipients.
Good afternoon. This year's English Award winners have demonstrated an impressive blending of high character and outstanding scholarship. They have dared to take intellectual risks, they have torn into texts with gusto, and they have carefully considered the ideas of their peers. As leaders of class discussion and models of diligence, these three students have beautifully upheld and surpassed our Bullis core values in the English classroom. Would Nathan Lewis, Jonathan Lowenthal, and Fiona Caulfield please join me on the stage? What do photography, learning Chinese, rock climbing, and K-pop sensation BTS all have in common? They are just a few of the passions that this year's remarkable 9th grade award winner dives into with enthusiasm. As interesting and kind a young man as he is a skilled writer and insightful reader, Nathan Lewis is the well-deserving recipient of this year's 9th grade English Award. From his encouraging Kamberly in her struggle to find voice, to his outrage over the Lord of the Flies boys savagely attacking their own, and his empathy with Penelope's suffering during Odysseus's 20 years away, Nathan has the ability, according to his English teacher and, as author Harper Lee once said, to climb inside of someone else's skin and walk around in it. Nathan's genuine passion to understand others' experiences makes him a talented reader and writer and also an admirable person. Whether courageously addressing a challenging topic in his speech unit or exuberantly voicing characters from Romeo and Juliet, Nathan embodies creativity and thoughtfulness and a wisdom beyond his years. He has been a joy to teach, and it is my great pleasure to honor Nathan Lewis with this year's 9th grade English Award. It is with great pleasure that I present Jonathan Lowenthal with the 10th grade English Award. English teachers often try to impart the love and skill of close reading and analysis. We prefer depth, not breadth. To many students, this is a challenge. In an age where we are pulled in many directions, it can be a struggle to find the energy or motivation to take 20 minutes to reread a passage from Huxley's Brave New World, for instance. Jonathan is the rare student who has the internal hunger to sit on ideas and to dig deeply into literature. He also takes the time to hone his literacy skills. As Jonathan writes in a reflection and in his usual self-deprecating and humorous way, he enjoys Socratic seminars because he's able to go in depth about certain topics and to speak for a long time about ideas or themes, even though he worries that he doesn't always make sense. As a reader, he articulates and admits to the struggle with focusing too much on certain parts, to the point where he ends up rushing on others. As a writer, he says, I often take a very long time, but rereading my work numerous times out loud at home and in class helps me be clear and organized. Jonathan's natural intellectual curiosity, combined with his ability to reflect upon and sustain his efforts and focus, make him an extraordinary student. Although his process may be messy and challenging at times, the results are impressive. Jonathan reminds us all the value of focus, effort, intellectual curiosity, and humility. It gives the English department great pleasure to present you with this 10th grade English award. Last but not least, an inquisitive and reflective student, Fiona Caulfield, excelled in AP Language and Composition this year. She consistently revealed original textual interpretations that demonstrated a mature and insightful understanding. As a writer, Fiona worked particularly hard this year to refine her already strong writing skills. The depth and exceptionally rich diction of her writing set her apart from others, and this was particularly evident in her transcendental journal entry. Fiona showed a remarkable commitment to her studies and completed all of the assignments to the fullest of her ability. Always willing to rise to the challenge, Fiona is an absolute delight to teach and an inspiration to her fellow students. Her curiosity, thoughtfulness, determination, and love of learning make her a true scholar. It is our utmost pleasure to present the 11th grade English Award to Fiona Caulfield. Congratulations. And now Ms. Allison Ewing will present the Social Studies Awards.
I invite Julia Evans, Sammy Hudegi, and Charlotte Helmig to the stage. Julia serves as a positive role model in human geography. She is a strong student who loves learning and strives to do her best. She demonstrates her maturity in a quest for learning by asking thoughtful questions and enthusiastically makes connections to her own life and the world around her. As an active participant in this year's Global Village, she completed extensive research for her ambassador project and then taught others about her selected country of Nepal. But what also makes Julia such an outstanding student is her openness and desire for growth. She is unafraid to put herself out there, and when she makes mistakes, she does not shy away, but strives to learn from them. She is serious about peer and teacher feedback and strives to make her best even better. She also routinely supports her peers by answering their questions, encouraging them, and supporting them. It is a pleasure to have a student like Julia in the Social Studies department. Her selflessness and genuine curiosity set her apart and make her a natural choice for this year's award. Sammy is a meticulous and engaged learner. He diligently takes notes and asks questions each day in class, and it is apparent that he is not simply seeking a grade, but that he truly desires to learn. He has a real understanding and compassion for the world and its people. He has proven time and again in AP World History his ability to read and analyze texts, craft an argument, and defend his thesis with precision. Sammy had the unique opportunity to be part of a group of students from around the world to attend the Seeds of Peace camp last summer to discuss peaceful solutions to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which he has added to his global worldview. Back at Bullis, he organized several Skype calls with peers from Israel and Palestine, providing our Model UN Club with opportunity to dialogue with students impacted by the conflict and break down barriers in the process. He is also a very active member of our Model UN Club, attending several national and international conferences. He had the opportunity to speak at the General Assembly Hall of the United Nations in New York, and most recently, he represented the United Kingdom in the Security Council at the State Department. Sammy is a true global scholar, and we all look forward to seeing where his passions take him. She's hiding in the corner. It has been such a pleasure having Charlotte in AP US History class, as she is the consummate student of history and constantly demonstrates a natural curiosity for all things history related. She does not just strive to learn the facts and dates, but she seeks to build a deeper, more meaningful understanding of historical significance. Her thoughtful insight and careful analysis contribute to a higher level of understanding for both herself and her peers. You would never know of Charlotte's deep analytical mind, as she is modest and would never boast. In fact, she is often willing to assist her classmates and share resources so that everyone can be successful. What impressed me the most about Charlotte was her commitment to embracing academic rigor and challenge. This year, Charlotte competed in the Montgomery County National History Day competition with her exhibit board on the legislative triumph of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Through this project, Charlotte channeled her passion for helping others into arguing that the ADA attacked the underlying problem that the country had never acknowledged or attempted to solve: discrimination against people with disabilities. Throughout the research process, Charlotte demonstrated a great deal of tenacity and grit when it came to finding valuable and reliable sources. Rather than just searching for easy sources, Charlotte engaged with high-level sources that exposed a deeper historical meaning and significance to the ADA. For her willingness to take on new challenges, seek different perspectives, and thinking analytically and assisting others, I am pleased to present this award to Charlotte Helmig. Mr. Rich Green will now present the Foreign Language Awards.
Bonjour. 大家好. Buenas tardes. Et salvete plurimum. Now, something you may or may not know about foreign language teachers, broadly speaking, is we're not very good with numbers, okay? And that's not because we pronounce them funny. We have trouble sometimes counting 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. We'll do wacky things. Sometimes we'll start with 2 and go from there. Sometimes we'll jump over a number because we feel like it. Other times we'll get to 5, but it's only step 3, so I don't know. In our defense, though, and with all the love to our math friends, we don't have to rely on things like imaginary numbers to make it all work out. You could say that we keep it real. Thank you. All of our award winners this afternoon have that same numeric difficulty in common, all right? They've all made great strides, and they've all done so by not following the normal sequence of events. At this time, I'd like to invite Donovan Mooney, Carolyn Hamilton, and Caleb Robinson to join me on stage. Donovan joined us this year in 9th grade, and he was already a great, passionate student of Chinese language and culture. Donovan has been studying Chinese for a great many years in an immersion program. He's traveled to China, so naturally when he joined us, he wanted to continue with his passion. However, as I just said, Donovan was coming from an immersion program, and immersion programs, for those of you who aren't familiar, are fantastic for acquiring a language. They are the way that we all acquired languages when we were young. We did it by being immersed in the language. However, sometimes, just like I'm willing to bet none of you ever got a spelling quiz before you were allowed to have dessert, people coming, like Donovan, have great ability to comprehend the language and to speak the language, but they struggle sometimes with reading and writing, and that was the case for Donovan. Unfortunately, Donovan has a passion for one of the more difficult languages out there to learn to read and write. But for any other student, this could have been a problem, but not for Donovan. He has spent the whole year in Chinese 2, focused very intently on improving those areas where he's weak. His teacher talks about his quiet attention, diligence, and thoroughness in everything that he does, and that's why he is up here this afternoon. We know that Donovan is going to be a powerful force and a leader in our Chinese program for, we hope, the next 3 years. And so it's a great pleasure for me to be able to say Ni hao bang, and congratulations, Donovan. Now, as I recount Caroline's journey through Latin to this point, I have to preface it by saying it might sound a little too good to be true, but it is all accurate. Caroline joined us last year in Latin 1, and I can recall that on back-to-school night, her mother approached me to share that Caroline was a little concerned, a little nervous. Latin, it's hard, right? She's a little worried. How would she keep up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, by the end of last year, Caroline was through Latin 1 with stellar marks, was looking ahead at Latin 2, and decided to herself, I don't need to do this. So she spent her last summer in an online program with no one but herself to hold her accountable, came in August, took a placement test, and jumped directly into Latin 3 honors, and next year will be joining us in AP. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking that a student like that, if you were to walk into a classroom with her, it might be the Caroline Hamilton show with supporting cast, but that's not the case at all. Caroline is very quiet, she's very thorough, very studious, always paying great attention to what she hears, what she reads, formulating her thoughts before she writes, before she speaks, and she's made incredible progress as a result. Now, lest you think that everything about Caroline in Latin is sunshine and awesomeness, I do have to say that if any of you ever have the opportunity to get into a friendly competitive game of Gimkit with Caroline, she will ruthlessly dismantle you at that game. And she will do so with the same smile I'm sure that she has on her face right now. Maximas et plurimas gratulationes tibi nostrae flavae ego laetissimus afferro. And congratulations. And last but not least, Caleb, or as I suppose we have to get used to calling him, El Presidente. There. Caleb joined us in 8th grade and went directly into Spanish 2, which is impressive by any standards. But since then, it's been nothing but a straight shot to the very top. Spanish 3 honors in 9th grade, 4 honors last year, and AP this year. Caleb has thrown himself into Spanish with a passion. Whether he's a 9th grader doing an analysis of the film El Espinazo del Diablo, or whether he's quietly growing as a leader and contributor with his friends and peers in Spanish 4 honors last year and AP this year, Caleb has done a remarkable job. And he is an exemplary model of the reality that it doesn't matter what textbook you use, it doesn't matter what teacher you have, what matters is your passion and your commitment to the language, and that is how Caleb has gotten to this point today. This past year, he took his Spanish out of the classroom with a Bullis Global Studies trip to Panama, where he came back excited to go off and visit more Spanish-speaking countries around the world. And we are thoroughly confident that Caleb's performance this year in AP will qualify him next year for the Global Seal of Biliteracy. So, felicidades, El Presidente, and congratulations to you, Caleb. And it's now my honor to introduce Sarah Romine to present the Award for Humanities.
All right. Gracias, merci, Sheshe, Mr. Green. There you go. All right. Each year, the English and Social Studies departments honor a student who has excelled in both disciplines, but more importantly, has demonstrated an ability to draw connections between both fields of studies. Would Rachel Gluck please join me on stage? A natural leader in the humanities seminar, Rachel always communicates her convictions with eloquence and poise. Rachel's commitment to understanding the intersection of literature and history has served her well throughout the school year. Her intellectual curiosity spurs her to research beyond assignments, and she often brings her findings back to further enrich humanities discussions. Additionally, as an American government student, Rachel's insights deepen the class examination of the 3 branches of government. Already a phenomenal writer, she actively seeks feedback to steadily improve. This year, Rachel's creativity and historical analysis were demonstrated in her theatrical NHD performance as the Washington Post publisher, Katharine Graham. Rachel's ability to make cross-connections between the past and the present show how deeply she understands the cyclical nature and patterns of the American experience. So we're delighted to present the 2019 Humanities and Global Studies Award to Rachel Gluck. And Dr. McDaniels will now present the Science Awards.
Logically examining evidence, constantly investigating, diligently putting forth the extra effort, and seeing the world through a unique lens. Unlocking the secrets of science takes patience and perseverance. These are the traits of students who excel in science. So it is my pleasure to invite Julian Christensen, Andrew A.J. Lamata, and Gigi Wang to the stage. Julian is an inquisitive student, which makes him a perfect scientist. He always asks questions with a puzzled look on his face, like he is thinking and deeply critical of the answer even before he hears it. Half the time, Julian figures out the answer before he even gets a response. He definitely surpasses all the other honors chemistry students because he is an outstanding freshman in a class that is composed mostly of sophomores and juniors. He has become particularly adept at scoring high marks on the most rigorous assessments. Julian is genuinely an outstanding student that relishes the excitement, the curiosity, the never-ending questions, and all the fun that science brings. It is my pleasure to present the 9th grade Science Award to Julian Christensen. A.J. Lamata is always looking to learn more. He is never content with the prescribed content. Instead, he prefers to apply his love of mathematics to extend the bounds of physics material. Whether it's applying volume integrals to determine the moments of inertia to the chagrin of his classmates, arguing that everything in physics is definitely easier with calculus, or begging to learn about electricity and magnetism the week before the AP exam. AJ's appetite for knowledge is voracious. He's always questioning, always inquiring, and always looking at information from a scientific mind, usually in the vein of underlying statistics, to best comprehend the importance of each new idea. Accounting for all this, it is clear and my pleasure to present this year's Sophomore Science Award to A.J. Lamata. When Gigi's teachers think of her, the first word that comes to mind is clarity. Being concise with her words, actions, and goals is what sets Gigi apart from her scientific peers. She takes her AP Chemistry and Honors Biology classwork quite seriously and always makes sure to ask questions so that she fully understands the concepts. Gigi's tenacity and determination to be the best are unprecedented. Whether it is or not is being satisfied with her 5 on her practice AP exams or mastering all there is to know about transcription and translation, Gigi wants to learn and understand more. She wants to see the big picture of how concepts are intertwined and relate through all of her science classes. And as she masters the scientific material, she does so with a huge smile on her face. She defines what a scholar is capable of and how it can be done with grace, a positive attitude, and hard work. There is no scientific pursuit that Gigi is not equipped to pursue and conquer. It is my pleasure to present the 11th grade Science Award to Ms. Gigi Wang. Dr. Robert Nichols will now present the Math Awards.
Mr. Green, from what I could see, your students were electrified. These circuits were utmost designed by the addition of imaginary numbers. Thank you. As I reflect on the essence of the awards for excellence in mathematics, I am reminded of a quote by Sir Andrew Wiles, a number theorist from the University of Oxford who recently proved Fermat's last theorem. It's fine to work on any problem so long as it generates interesting mathematics along the way, even if you don't solve it at the end of the day. Today's award winners all share the same trait of perseverance that Wiles reflects on. Will Calla O'Neill, Soren Zimmer, and Nick Karianis please join me on stage? This year's ninth grade Excellence in Mathematics Award goes to Kala O'Neill. All year, Kala has exemplified what a Bullis math student should be. She is not satisfied by simply getting a good grade on a test. She is instead sincerely wants to understand the why of a problem. Kala asks questions until she knows that she can conquer even the most difficult problem with ease. Her constant thirst for knowledge benefits her classmates by creating an environment in which questioning a method and striving for the true understanding is valued. Despite being one of the youngest students in her Algebra 2 class, she is a model for her peers by encouraging them to persevere through challenging practice problems. Further, Kala will always stop whatever she is doing to help explain a concept to a classmate if she notices that someone is confused. Kala's perseverance, curiosity, and enthusiasm for math and learning have enriched those around her. Congratulations, Kala. This year's 10th grade Excellence in Mathematics Award goes to Soren Zimmer. Soren collaborates positively with classmates as he is not satisfied with learning independently. Often he will assist other classmates by making sure that they understand what is being taught. It is not uncommon for Soren to do his homework assignments in advance just so that he experiences the pleasure of helping others in class when they struggle on challenging problems. Soren has strong critical thinking skills and is quick to make connections with new ideas as they are presented. He is determined, disciplined, resilient, curious, and conscientious. In addition, he has a friendly and agreeable personality with a good sense of humor that make teaching him a pleasure. Congratulations, Soren. This year's 11th grade Excellence in Mathematics Award goes to Nick Karianis. Nick was new to our math program this year, but has quickly made an impression on the department. Nick has solid aptitudes in math and strong work ethic. He is determined, diligent, resourceful, curious, and responsible. He has a solid foundation in algebra and calculus and well-developed reasoning skills. He always comes to class prepared and ready to learn and is continuously attentive and engaged. He asks questions when he needs clarification and participates in class discussions, and he works well with his peers. Congratulations, Nick. Ms. Maria Antokis will now present the Entrepreneurship Award.
Ευχαριστώ, γιατρέ Nichols. Αυτό ήταν για τον κύριο Πράσινο. A passion for business, the drive to succeed, the quest for perfection, the need for knowledge. Always asking, what am I missing? Listening for the answer, taking the risk, a true competitor, a good human being, a great team player, a strong leader, always prepared, always up for the challenge. These are the qualities of an entrepreneur. From day one in business model design, this young entrepreneur was ready for action. His billion-dollar idea was a multi-sided platform that would help both businesses and day laborers find each other while providing each side with convenience and trust. He called it Invenio Laborum, and to this day, I have no clue what that means, but it sounds very impressive. We spent many hours after schools designing it, throwing out ideas, and trying to figure out all the angles. I rarely experience a student working so hard and showing so much enthusiasm for their business idea at this stage. This spirit was also apparent in entrepreneurial finance. When asked to design a health bar that even Granny would love, he rose to the occasion, got a first-rate team together, and developed a tasty, healthy meal alternative for senior citizens at a great price. It was a competition, and he was in it to win it. And he almost did, but Even Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. So, creative, passionate, committed, risk taker, a near perfect grades to boot. This year, the Entrepreneurship Award goes to Max Bernstein. Congratulations. Good job. Well deserved. Okay, let's see who's next. Ms. Faith Darling will now present the STEM Award.
Students who excel in STEM connect the letters. Not only can they see how mathematics links with technology, for example, but they can see it in art, music, or geography. They are influenced by design and history as they pursue projects that require not only a deep knowledge, but an appetite for risk and creative thinking. I am honored to present this year's STEM Award to a young woman who exemplifies this way of thinking and approaches her world with curiosity, Shannon Dunwell. Shannon approaches challenges with an understated confidence. This is not confidence that she knows how to tackle each problem, but that she can learn and figure it out. There is a distinct difference here, and one that has made her a successful student, not only of STEM, but all of her other academic endeavors. Shannon's curiosity drives her. She is charting a journey of courses through a vast sea of interests by pursuing challenges and ideas that interest her. As a leader on the robotics team, she modeled determination and creativity and could be found testing her ideas quietly, not one to draw attention through her words, but impressing us all with her actions. Shannon is an observer. She watches how things work, how people connect, how ideas are generated. She is driven to figure out problems, and while she collaborates with peers, she will let challenges simmer a bit, backburnering them for a while, work on some other things, then come back. She has referred to herself as a procrastinator, but I'd like to spin it a bit. She's a deep thinker, and deep thinking doesn't happen in a flash. It happens slowly and over a period of time, letting ideas steep, mulling over solutions until, yeah, that's it. She's ready to give it another shot. Shannon has developed the thinking routines that have made her successful in challenging courses such as engineering and BC Calculus. We are so eager to see where she lands next year with her STEM capstone project. Congratulations, Shannon. Mr. Jamie Dickey will now present the Technology and Engineering Awards.
The book that I chose to share with our award winners is called Soonish. The authors attempt to predict the future by looking at the most promising technologies under development today that can make the most positive impact on the world tomorrow. I do not think it is too bold a prediction to say that in the soonish future, each of our award winners will take their passion, knowledge, and learnings to build upon their accomplishments and make a positive impact in the world. Will Kendall Allen, Luca Arvanitis, and Will Green please join me on stage? In the 9th grade, Kendall has distinguished himself this year in his work in sound design and programming and mobile app development and Digital Media 1. In his coding classes, he brings a natural curiosity and a positive attitude and an interest in working with others to create programs. He demonstrated a clear understanding of computational thinking and put that understanding into practice in his creation of his soccer application. In digital media, Kendall was able to stretch his creative muscles as he worked collaboratively to create projects, while at the same time showcase his technical skills as he worked on editing his videos. I am happy to present the Award for Excellence in Technology and Engineering to Kendall Allen. Congratulations. Building on his success from last year in digital media and mobile app development, Luca has done excellent work and continues to show growth and understanding in his current courses of robotics and engineering graphics. Luca has the ability to grasp material quickly and to look at problems creatively. He's able to convert what he's learned in class to practical, hands-on solutions. He has shown that he can add a lot to the course through active participation and collaboration with his classmates. We are excited to see what he creates next year when he takes Maker Lab, game design, and research design and methods. It's my pleasure to present the Award for Excellence in Technology and Engineering to Luca Arvanitis. In reading the comments of Will's teachers has written, it's clear that he is enthusiastic about his subject and passionate about finding ways to apply what he's learned into practical solutions. If you happen to see his 20-foot horn project, you would see he's able to see this passion as he created something fun and practical to boost a crowd. It is also clear, however, that Will is willing to and able to put in the work that's necessary to accomplish his goals. This can be seen in the example of his efforts on trust analysis problems that required him to methodically work through long calculations. We are very excited and look forward to seeing what direction he takes next year when he's in the STEP capstone. It is with great pleasure that I present the Award for Excellence in Technology and Engineering to Will Green. Congratulations. Ms. Cheryl Terwilliger will now present the Music Awards.
Will Thomas Rossi, Ryan Mills, and Joel Moore please join me on stage? Bass trombonist Tom Rossi made a musical impression here at Bullis immediately upon his arrival as a ninth grader. We in the department were thrilled to learn that we would have a student playing this particular instrument, and it was clear right away that he was going to be an outstanding contributor to our program. His strong skills as a jazz improviser, his eagerness to learn, and his love for music were very evident. This year, he was one of only 4 of our students ever to be selected for the Maryland All-State Junior Band, and at Bullis, he was a member of the Upper School Concert Band and Jazz Workshop groups. He is also one of the first Bullis students to be selected as a member of the Blues Alley Youth Orchestra. In both the district and state solo festivals, Tom earned superior ratings. He was recently formally inducted into the Bullis chapter of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, though he demonstrated leadership and community involvement by serving as the Tri-M Club secretary throughout the course of the school year. Tom is a motivated and an enthusiastic musician who demonstrates professionalism and a desire to achieve excellence in every musical endeavor. Congratulations on an outstanding year. Ryan Mills has been a member of our concert choir for 3 years now. She has been a pleasure to teach and to see grow tremendously over the course of those 3 years. She has grown from a timid and shy student who had often had difficulty stepping outside of her comfort zone into a much more confident singer. A student who is willing to put herself out there and take risks in order to develop her skills and pursue her interest in music and the arts. Whether it was auditioning for the musical for the first time, auditioning for the Governor's Arts Academy, or even just sharing with her teacher her performance videos from endeavors outside of school, Ryan has shown herself to be a more assured and intrepid student than she once was. More assured and less intrepid than she once was. Add to this growth Ryan's already strong abilities to hold harmony parts, sight read music, and sing with confidence, and you have an invaluable member of the Bullis Choir program and a worthy recipient of this year's 10th grade music award. Congratulations. Percussionist Joel Moore is one of the most versatile, accomplished, and in-demand musicians in our instrumental program. Whether playing any of a range of assorted instruments in concert band, steering the Jazz Workshop rhythm section, performing at the Women's History Assembly, rocking a capstone performance at the prom, laying down the groove for the musical Mamma Mia, grooving with her outside rock band in a club, or helping bring another student's original musical arrangement to life, she has done it all with skill, energy, style, and professionalism. One of our ensemble leaders, she is a role model who mentors other students, collaborates seamlessly, sets the bar high, and takes on every challenge with grit, hard work, passion, and determination. If something difficult needs to be performed, she is always up to the task and willing to step up and take a risk. She has contributed so much to both our program and community through her music. This year, Joelle qualified for the State Solo Festival with a superior rating at District Festival and was selected to perform in the prestigious Bullis Honors Recital. She was also an esteemed member of the Bullis chapter of the Triumph Music Honor Society. She can be very proud of her accomplishments. Congratulations. Ms. Kathleen Adams will now present the Visual and Performing Arts Awards.
I invite this year's Theater Award recipients, Jocelyn Lee, Jacob Sanders, and Margaret Gilbert, to join me on stage. World-renowned actor Laurence Olivier once said, "Acting is an everlasting search for truth," and this year's 9th grade Theater Award winner, Jocelyn Lee, spent the year on a journey to bring truth to her acting. There are so many wonderful things to be said about this young lady. Her smile brightens up any room. She is inquisitive and works hard on her craft. She is kind, playful, and spunky, and she's a wonderful student. Jocelyn had the opportunity to inhabit many different characters throughout the year, but her greatest success came with the spring play, A Fish Story. Annie was a difficult character with many layers to explore. At first, Jocelyn was a bit hesitant to really dive into the role. It's a scary thing to let down your guard and be vulnerable, especially in front of a crowd. But Jocelyn knew that in order for her performance to be truthful and honest, she would need to embrace the part and really step into Annie's proverbial shoes for the show. Jocelyn did just that, and you could really tell by her performance. Jocelyn, the Arts Department is proud of all the growth we have seen from you this year. You have become a stronger, more confident performer. We look forward to seeing you become a leader within the Bullis Theater community. Congratulations. When discussing who should receive the 10th grade Theater Award, there was no hesitation in recommending and ultimately selecting Jacob Sanders. Jacob has been a pleasure to have in the scene shop. Enough cannot be said of the growth he has shown this year alone. Jacob has a strong sense of aesthetics for both lighting and set design. Jacob is a model student taking to heart the Bullis core values. He is patient and honest with his peers and respectful to his teachers. Watching him in class and in the after-school tech activity demonstrates what a great leader Jacob has become. His theater production teacher has said, "I know I can always count on Jacob to get the job done. I also know that I can count on him to tell me when what I've asked is ridiculous." Even so, Jacob completes each job with great care and pride. We are truly looking forward to what Jacob will contribute with his future lighting and set designs. Congratulations. This year's 11th grade Theater Award winner, Margaret Gilbert, is someone you can really admire. She's an intelligent, talented actress, and she has a great sense of humor. She has learned to balance what she loves in life, acting, school, and everything else, and she's a better person for it. Last year, during Acting 2, Margaret came to each class with a positive attitude and did her work well. She was always too hard on herself, and that held her back. However, something within Margaret clicked this year during theater workshop. Out of the blue, a confident young actor emerged, an actor who was willing to take chances and risks on stage. Margaret became a leader in the class. And for those of you who saw the show Mamma Mia, I think we can all agree that her performance as Donna Sheridan was extraordinary. Actress Meryl Sheep, who starred in the movie version of Mamma Mia, said, "Acting is my way of exploring human nature and having fun at the same time." Margaret brings a high level of exploration and fun to every performance. We can't wait to see what she has in store for us next year. Congratulations. Next, Talia Panayotopoulos, Taylor Bolden, and Laura Yang will be recognized for their accomplishments in dance. Ladies, please join me on stage. Talia has had an outstanding year in dance. She entered our advanced dance program directly from middle school, attacking challenging choreography and offering a strong voice in a very quiet classroom. She shows up every day with a smile on her face and maintains focus and a pleasant presence on a daily basis. Talia is always the first person to volunteer to help in the classroom, and her passion in dance is exceptional. As a choreographer, she is creative, hardworking, and committed to the compositional process. She has a can-do attitude and is highly open to learning everything she can about dance in an effort to continue improving. It is rare to see a 9th grader take an active role in a classroom of mostly 11th and 12th graders, but that's just the way Talia rolls. Talia Panayotopoulos, congrats on being this year's 9th grade dance award winner. This year was without a doubt the best Taylor has had in the dance program here at Bullis. Over the past 5 years, Taylor was challenged to give more power to her dancing and take more risks. A beautiful technique dancer with strong facility and awesome grace, Taylor struggled with just letting go and detaching from the need to place every movement perfectly. This year, she attacked this challenge as a standout in both Pep Rally and the Fall Dance Show. She danced with power, conviction, and a ton of sass, and she's given herself permission to just have fun. In the dance classroom, she took more risks in her choreography, creating a fall solo completely the opposite of her normal style, and co-choreographed a technically challenging dance study where she used technology to creatively enhance a dance composition. We are extremely proud of Taylor's growth in the dance program and congratulate her on winning this year's 10th grade dance award. Laura has without a doubt gained her voice in dance this year, which is ironic considering in the beginning of the year she wasn't sure she would even continue with dance. However, she came back and declared that she really wanted to stay in the program, and her teacher is so glad she did. Not only did Laura's technique improve dramatically this year, but she also gained so much confidence in her performance and choreography. On stage in both the fall and spring shows, her performance was powerful and emotive. When she's on stage, she leaves her heart on the floor, and as a choreographer, she has high expectations of her dancers. Laura is a young lady of very few words, but it is clear from her improvement that she has been paying very close attention in class. Congrats to Laura for being this year's 11th grade dance award winner, and we can't wait to see how much she continues improving as she moves into advanced dance next year. And now for the Visual Arts Awards. Autumn Mallon, Megan Simpson, and Sunny Hu, please join me on stage. AJ already displays signs of a person who lives and breathes art. You will often see her drawing in her sketchbook, closely looking at the work of her peers, watching video tutorials, and although her teacher hates to admit it, using the extra paint from her palette to do a quick sketch on her arms and hands. AJ strives to improve her work each and every day. From perspective to portraiture, shading to color mixing, she wants to learn new techniques and discover ways to grow. Since the start of the year, her work has increased in complexity and sophistication. AJ documents her work often, curious about change, and willing to share her development with others. She has participated in fun drawing challenges through social media and is applying for a pre-college summer program to further her studies. It is incredibly exciting to see so much potential in such a young artist. Congratulations, AJ. Inspiration comes from many places. We see images on our phones, overhear conversations, and then suddenly an idea comes to mind. Megan uses each of these unique moments as a seed, a beginning of an idea, and then suddenly a visual of the work begins to form. Throughout the year in Advanced Studio 1, she has pushed herself to learn new techniques, apply them through an original voice, and build a strong composition. Megan appreciates the beauty in the smallest aspects of life and art, from a dry point print of a market in Kandahar, Afghanistan, to a pivotal moment in the testimony of Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. There is no assignment or project that Megan doesn't put her heart into. It has been a pleasure helping her grow and develop into the artist that she is today. Congratulations. The 11th grade art award winner is a talented young woman who has demonstrated a breadth of art abilities during her time at Bullis. As her name implies, Sunny is a warm and welcome delight to have in the classroom. She is a multifaceted artist who creates works that are visually stunning and technically impressive. Even more importantly, Sunny creates work that is a direct reflection of who she is as an individual. During the course of the year, Sunny has produced pieces that illustrate the full dimension of her personality. Whether an imaginative and humorous open studio series about a birthday party for the cat that she always wanted, an experimental series of black and white photos produced in the darkroom, or a piece that illustrates her experience growing up in 2 different countries and cultures, Sunny infuses the art she creates with intention, meaning, and vitality. She is an exemplary student whose positive contributions add to the strength of the Bullis Art Program. Congratulations, Sunny. We look forward to the creative work you will share with us during your senior year. Ms. Julie Finnegan will now present the Community Service Award.
I would like to invite Ms. Tyler Hull to the stage to receive the Community Service Award. Tyler's commitment to community service at Bullis is extraordinary. With her natural enthusiasm, she joyfully motivates everyone to get involved in service. Her positive influence on her peers and a larger Bullis community helped to make the Thanksgiving baskets, homeless kits, and cereal drives huge successes. Thanks to Tyler, we introduced creative and cost-effective ways to prepare meals for the underserved in our community. She encouraged our team to sign up to cook dinners at smaller shelters, organize food preparation, and delivered meals herself. Tyler gave so much of herself to others. Her can-do attitude and selfless concern for others make her a role model. I can honestly say we can all learn from Tyler how to be more compassionate. Thank you, Tyler, for your service to Bullis and the community. Congratulations. Ms. Marge Doherty will now present the College Book Awards.
The Wellesley College Book Award is presented to a junior girl who, through a combination of academic achievement, leadership, and concern for others, serves as a role model of how educated women can contribute to society. This year's recipient is Joelle Moore. As a member of National Honor Society, Joelle takes a challenging course load and earns impressive grades, especially in English, Social Studies, and Honors Biology. Beyond excelling academically, Joelle is, quite literally, a rock star on the stage. Her passionate and enthusiastic drumming enhance both our concert band and our jazz program. But what truly sets her apart and makes her the logical choice for this award is her leadership and concern for others. Wellesley believes true leaders inspire rather than control, and they dedicate their intellect and energy to creating a sense of commitment, responsibility, and common purpose in the pursuit of a vision. Joelle has and lives her vision by helping others. As a result, she was awarded this year's Lower School Outstanding Tutor Award for assisting Bullis' youngest student in our aftercare program. Joelle works well with a wide variety of learners and has genuine compassion for others. She knows herself well, and she pursues what she loves with quiet confidence, poise, and thoughtfulness. For these reasons, Joelle is this year's recipient of the Wellesley College Book Award. The Dartmouth College Book Award goes to a junior male student who has excelled both academically and in his extracurricular activities. It is my pleasure to welcome this year's recipient, Dylan Moore, to the stage. Dylan is no stranger to receiving awards. He earned the Outstanding Scholar Award and was selected for the Principal's Award his freshman year. Last year, as a member of the Concert Band and Jazz Workshop, he received the Excellence in Music Award, and he has been inducted into National Honor Society. What is ironic, however, is that Dylan's platform when he ran for co-president of student government was to celebrate the people who go uncelebrated. He hoped that his leadership would inspire others to recognize all members of our Bullis community, not just a few. Based on this ideology, it stands to reason that Dylan may feel a little uncomfortable being honored today. However, Dylan has excelled both inside and outside of the classroom, and his empathy and thoughtfulness demonstrate a maturity that go well beyond his years. As a student, Dylan has taken a combined 11 honors and AP classes in the past 3 years and plans to add 5 more next year. His grades in all of his courses put him in the top 10% of his class, but Dylan's focus isn't just on his grades. He cares about his fellow classmates, and he helps others whenever they need it. This extends to his work as a Bullis student tutor, which allowed him to assist middle school students with their schoolwork and serve as a role model. Dylan also celebrates and relishes the diversity here at Bullis. So it is fitting that he receives a book award from Dartmouth, a university that believes diversity is its great natural resource, the foundation of the learning experience, and a core element of its campus environment. Dylan, we appreciate the values that you stand for and the accomplishments you have achieved, and we are proud to present you with this award. Mr. Ben Mosteller will now present the Freshman Michael Ivey Achievement and Joy of Living Awards.
I'm pleased to present the 9th grade Michael Ivey Achievement and Joy of Living Awards. Will Marcus Neal and Talion Elliott please join me on stage? The Michael Ivey Achievement Award is presented every year to a student in each class who has made great improvement, both academically and personally, either from the previous year, during their entire Bullis tenure, or in the current year. This year's 9th grade recipient is Marcus Neal. Marcus' teachers and coaches had a lot to say about his growth this year. He came to us as a quiet young man who has blossomed into a regular contributor to multiple facets of the Bullis community. He is full of surprises and dimensions. Marcus has a smile that can only make you smile in return. Teachers also noted his sense of humor. Though he's generally quiet, he surprises his classmates with his witty comments. At the same time, he is also thoughtful and precise as he carefully constructs his contribution to a class discussion. Marcus adds to the Bullis community in many ways. He is a talented football player, martial artist, and maker. He has varied interests as he enjoys comics, robotics, and has found that one of his favorite spaces on campus is the makerspace. One teacher summarized his growth in this way: "I was most impressed with Marcus's growth in his collaborative work. In the beginning of the class, Marcus trusted himself to produce a strong product, but toward the end of the trimester, Marcus and his partners were inspiring one another, relying on one another, and helping each other create an awesome video game. This is what the Bullis community is all about, and we are proud of the growth Marcus has shown throughout the year. Congratulations to Marcus, and may you continue your growth in the years to come." The Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living Award is presented to a student in each grade whose behavior and attitude reflect life as a joyful experience and who has a desire to share that joy with others. This year's 9th grade recipient is Talion Elliott. Each teacher, administrator, and coach who wrote about Talion described his joy as contagious and infectious. No matter what he does, Talion does it with a smile on his face and in his heart. His joy extends to many aspects of his life on campus, from greeting his teachers and classmates with a friendly hello in the morning, to an enthusiasm for debate and discussion, from giving his all on the wrestling mat, to his excitement at school events and class meetings as an SGA rep. Talion exhibits joy in every aspect of his life. Talion's joy also inspires others to be better. In the words of one teacher, he elevates everyone with whom he interacts. He is not afraid to challenge others in their thinking, to expand the scope of a conversation, and he has made connections with students across all grade levels. He has elevated and encouraged his wrestling team, which saw one of the best seasons they've had in years, in encouraging them to give it their best at all times. His coach said that he embodies grit, determination, and a never-ending desire to improve himself and his teammates. Talion brings his best self to Bullis each day and takes full advantage of the opportunities offered to him. He is anchored by his good heart and appreciation for each day. Thank you, Talion, for making us smile and for inspiring all of us to be a bit more joyful. Mr. Paul Koziel will now present the Sophomore Michael Ivey and Joy of Living Awards.
Will Tzuti Frank Shaw and Roya Ebrahimi Kajar please join me on the stage? It is my pleasure to present this year's Michael Ivey Achievement Award for the 10th grade to Frank Shaw. During this past year, Frank has taken great strides towards self-improvement as a student. In pre-calculus, he demonstrated his commitment to personal growth by taking every possible opportunity to become better at learning. He retook assessments whenever he could in order to earn incremental points while refusing to stop short of truly understanding the material. Outside of the classroom, Frank's devotion to his peers became evident when, suffering with a fever, he adamantly decided to attend a lacrosse game, telling his mother, and I quote, "I must go. I am the captain." It is never letting anyone down, especially himself, that has earned Frank Shaw the Michael Ivey Achievement Award this year. Congratulations, Frank. Roya Ebrahimi Kajar is this year's sophomore recipient for the Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living Award. Roya exudes joyfulness, and her passion for life and learning embodies the positive outlook of a true Bullis bulldog. She takes everything in stride and was even heard saying, again another quote, "Well, it wasn't the best grade, but I learned a lot, and that's more important." She is not only joyful, but she brings a breath of fresh air into the classroom. She's comfortable with herself, and she's not afraid to, as one teacher puts it, chemist try. Good groan. There is not a day that goes by without Roya smiling, making her classmates feel at ease about whatever is going on. There is no such thing as a bad day in Roya's book. It's with these qualities in mind that we present Roya Ebrahimi Kajar this award. Dr. Druhan Badrastiolu will now present the Junior Michael Ivy and Joy of Living Awards.
I would like to invite Caleb Tomlin and Hannah Baltimore to the stage, please. Our junior class Michael Ivy Achievement Award winner Caleb Tomlin epitomizes what it means to have grit. His teachers describe Caleb as a quiet storm. He takes a commanding yet gentle role in class conversations. What makes him an ideal recipient of the Achievement Award is his task-oriented, diligent, and proactive approach. In all of his classes this year, from his National History Day project about the triumph of the Freedom Riders for his AP U.S. History class to his top-notch lunar and solar missions poster in astronomy, Caleb takes criticism well, learns from his mistakes, and strives to improve his work. Simply put, Caleb sincerely does his best. Without further delay, it is my pleasure to present the 11th grade Michael Ivy Achievement Award to Caleb Tomlin. Yeah, sure. Our junior class Joy of Living Award couldn't go to a more deserving student, Hannah Baltimore. Hannah has many fans among the faculty and was a unanimous and easy choice for the 11th grade teachers. Her teachers rave about how Hannah's consistently optimistic outlook and attitude improved the class atmosphere. Hannah's positivity and signature smile are infectious. In a world of superheroes and villains, her superpower will be making others feel comfortable and at ease with her fun, bright, and outgoing personality, even if it's a test day in chemistry, B block on a Friday afternoon. Hannah's genuine love of Bullis, coupled with her warm and caring personality, makes her an ideal student for this year's 11th grade Joy of Living Award. We are also excited for Hannah to bring this tremendous joy to her role as co-president of the Student Council next year. Congratulations, Hannah. And now, Ms. Kira Orr and Mr. Brandon Bailey present the Citizenship Awards.
I would like to start by saying I actually went to school with Mike Ivy and Caleb. He would be very, very honored to know that you were the winner. You remind me of him very much. Oh. The William H. Price Citizenship Award is given each year in honor of Brigadier General William H. Price, who taught at Bullis during the 1970s. He was a well-respected and beloved teacher who taught self-discipline as well as science. Students receive this award based on their productive and responsible conduct and involvement in the life of the school. Each of these individuals helps to build and to support a sense of community, accomplishment, and pride for us all. It is an honor to award the Citizenship Award to these three individuals, as it is clear each possesses a strong desire to make Bullis a better place for those around them. We would like to recognize Julia Evans, Ian McDaniels, and Liam Handel as our award winners. Our 9th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award goes to a young woman who was a kind, supportive friend to all. She consistently engages with peers and adults in the community through a respectful demeanor and always remains positively engaged in the classroom. Undoubtedly, most, if not all, of Julia's teachers would agree that Julia clearly loves learning. She's an active member of the community and steadfastly committed to the betterment of our community. She does not shy away from the chance to answer peers' questions about a club, initiative, or current event, and is always in the spirit of helping others to learn and understand. She strives to bring people together and also always lends a helping hand to a fellow student in need. She stands ready to volunteer for any task needed. She is joyful and strives to be a good student and friend to all. And as another teacher simply put it, This is the perfect award for her because she really, truly does so much. Academics, arts, athletics, conferences, etc. You name it, she does it all. Most notable, however, is Julia's passion for social justice. She is truly a caring individual who will give the shirt off of her back to anyone in need and will serve as the fiercest advocate for those seeking support. In fact, it will come as no surprise to me if we see Ms. Evans leading a march on Washington someday. She strives to make this world a better place for all. And on that day, just as it will be my honor to march along her side, it is my distinct pleasure to present the 9th grade William H. Price Citizen Award to Julia Evans. Our 10th grade Citizenship Award goes to an individual you can count on to engage in the community at all times and to be fully present. He relishes every opportunity to speak with a peer or classmate. He is polite, respectful, and represents all that we hope for in our students at Bullis. When speaking with his teachers about this remarkable young man, a common theme quickly emerged. Each individual spoke of his strong sense of community and genuine compassion for his classmates. One teacher remarked, "Ian is not only an excellent example of a true gentleman scholar, but he is also an embodiment of the core values of Bullis. He embraces the challenge with a passion and is a compassionate, caring classmate. I can count on Ian as a leader in group work, and he has an innate ability to lead without dominating. He is a joy to teach." Aside from being a stellar student, Ian is also an active member of SGA, serving as one of the 10th grade class representatives. When commenting on his commitment to SGA, Ian's advisors shared, there have been several times he has come to campus late at night or over the weekend to help build a sense of community for the sophomore class. Though quiet, Ian's actions speak loudly. Since his arrival on campus in the fall of 2017, Ian has been a stabilizing force who encourages his classmates. I believe the following words best capture Ian, who Ian is, and what he has meant to our community the past 2 years. Ian is reliable, detail-oriented, and cares deeply about his fellow community members. He communicates creative ideas well, and most importantly, he's fun to be around. Ian has already made a significant impact on our community in his 2 years here, and I am confident he will continue to be a leader in the classroom, student government, and his extracurricular activities. Personally speaking, I happen to wholeheartedly agree with these comments, and for this reason and many more, it's my pleasure to present the 10th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award to Ian McDaniels.
Liam Handel is deserving this award for a variety of reasons. Some you'll hear in a minute. Before diving into the kind words from staff members, it's important to know something about Liam. Being able to observe many facets of campus gives us the opportunity to catch students doing good things. In observing, we are frequently able to see Liam doing what is right. Living his life with integrity and doing so in a way to make Bullis a better place to be. Staff members had the following insight into this outstanding young man. Liam approaches each day with an opportunity to make everyone else's day better while also improving himself. He is committed to building our community, whether it's on the wrestling mat, working on the Logos literary magazine, as a member of the debate club, or helping others improve as a student tutor. Another staff member offered, Liam is a force to reckon with when it comes to the task at hand and accomplishing it done right. His attention to detail, coupled with his friendly and supportive personality, makes him a great lab partner for anyone lucky enough to work with him in class. Liam is a young man about his business that keeps a keen eye on the desired outcomes that best serve the entire community. In keeping this at the heart of his work, he exemplifies the traits set forward by Brigadier General Price. Liam, it is our honor to present you this award. Mr. Bobby Policino will now present the Principal's Awards.
Good afternoon. The Principal's Award is given to a student in each class who has excelled in all aspects of school life: academics, leadership, citizenship, and extracurricular involvement. It is my honor to invite Calla O'Neill, Megan Simpson, and Caleb Robinson to the stage. Our ninth grade winner has excelled in her short time in the upper school. In addition to earning high honor roll, she played on our varsity girls tennis and varsity girls basketball teams while also serving as a class representative in SGA. There is more to Calla than her academic success and commitment to community. She's as kind, upbeat, and positive as she is talented, involved, and motivated. Calla's teachers and coaches cannot say enough about her. They share remarks about her work ethic, determination, and strong moral character. According to her social studies teacher, Calla has an excellent work ethic and consistently produces thoughtful, high-quality work which shows a strong mastery of content. She's an active participant in class discussions and a strong leader in group activities. Her math teacher speaks of an organized, responsible young lady who reached out a month prior to the start of exams to get a review packet because basketball practice might limit her ability to study. So Calla was reviewing material that had yet to be taught in the class in preparation for her exam. She's an inspiring young lady with an unbelievable work ethic who is always looking to improve. Her basketball coach talked about an amazing teammate always looking to put the success of others before her own. Lastly, her dance teacher spoke of an insatiable quest for knowledge, a commitment to improvement, and a passion for movement. Calla always chooses the high road, and even as one of the youngest in the class, she still sets the bar high in terms of work ethic and creativity. We are simply lucky to have her at Bullis, and it is my pleasure to award the 9th grade Principal's Award to Calla O'Neill. Our 10th grade recipient is a talented high honor roll student who finds success in the classroom and on the field. She'll be inducted into National Honor Society next fall, which is a testament to her scholarship, leadership, character, and service. In addition to her strong academic performance, she plays varsity field hockey, varsity lacrosse, and also participates in our winter musical. All of Megan's teachers commented on the ease with which she supports her classmates who might find course material challenging. She can be counted on to offer insight to the class, and her peers seek her support. According to her social studies teacher, Megan is a true Bullis scholar. She's defined by someone who excels in the classroom and represents the core values of our institution. She seeks challenges and has a natural intellectual curiosity, analytical skill, and the willingness to support and inspire classmates. Her math teacher remarked, "Megan is motivated, diligent, and brings a can-do attitude to class every day. When honors functions gets challenging, she just works harder." An essential aspect of her success is her interaction with her classmates. Her teacher states, "Collaboration is not just a core value for Megan, it's how she operates." Interacting with her classmates is an integral part of her learning process, and she's been known to give pep talks in class before assessments. Her lacrosse coach shared that Megan's an extremely hard worker that strives to improve and learn as much from her coaches and teammates as she can. She brings a positive attitude every day, leads by example, and never gives up. Megan's best is yet to come, I'm sure. I have no doubt she will continue excellent work across our campus, and it is my pleasure to present the 10th grade Principal's Award to Megan Simpson. Our 11th grade Principal's Award winner is talented across multiple areas, yet he remains humble despite his numerous talents and accomplishments. He is a mainstay on the high honor roll list, contributes significantly to the community through varsity football, varsity wrestling in the past, our literary magazine, and most recently through his elected position to serve as co-president next year. Words like thoughtful, reflective, respected come to mind when you think of Caleb. His science teacher shares, "Caleb is always kind and friendly with everyone in the class. He greets his peers and me every day." In addition to being a stellar student, he's an active participant in class discussions, asking questions and answering questions for those around him. The advisor to our literary magazine Logos shared, Caleb's participation on the staff is a model of responsibility, integrity, and seriousness of purpose. He never waited to be assigned a duty or a role. He steps up and takes initiative. His football coach stated, Caleb is the ultimate team player who consistently mentors and motivates those around him. Lastly, Caleb's maturity, work ethic, and proclivity for empathy has been on display throughout his digital media class. When discussing a final project on a video that would focus on developing greater relationships with peers, his teacher remarked, I cannot think of a student more suited to create this topic than Caleb. He is respectful, conscientious, and purposeful in all of his actions. He puts people at ease and makes them feel valued. It is clear that Caleb represents all that we hope for in a Bullis student-athlete. He is a source of pride for all of us. It is my pleasure to present the 11th Grade Principal's Award to Caleb Robinson. I would like to welcome Dr. Borman to the podium to present the Outstanding Scholar Awards.
Each year, we recognize one student from each grade who is the top of their class academically. These students have proven time and time again to be well-rounded, positive citizens, in addition to being excellent students. This year is certainly no exception. I invite Calla O'Neill, AJ Lamont, and Gigi Wang to the stage. Calla, as a ninth grader, is a thoughtful, dedicated student who knows how to manage her time wisely. She was able to balance the task of early dismissals and practices for her varsity sport with a challenging academic workload. In the classroom, she always makes sure that she fully understands a concept and will try to help her peers who need more clarification. She takes great pride in producing quality work and has demonstrated her strong analytical and communication skills time and time again. Calla's work can often be used as a model for other students, yet she remains humble and always smiling. Calla is honest, patient, and kind. She leads by example, no matter the day or what situation is involved. Calla learns from moments of frustration and rises to each challenge due to her genuine interest and love of learning. Beyond being an excellent student and athlete, Calla has contributed to Enlight magazine, both as an editor and the author of 2 excellent articles. Please welcome me again in congratulating Calla as this year's Freshman Outstanding Student. This is the second year in a row that AJ has earned the Outstanding Scholar Award. AJ is a true academician with a natural intellectual curiosity that inspires discussion in his classes and elevates that discussion with his classmates. He also has a thoughtful and analytical approach above his grade level. Truly a team player, AJ is a cooperative learner and helps create a positive and collaborative atmosphere for learning with his peers. AJ's desire to help others extends beyond the classroom. He serves as a Bullis student tutor and was awarded this year's Upper School Outstanding Tutor Award. He excels in math and science and has created advanced math screencasts for the Bullis Student Tutor Organization. Congratulations to AJ for his continuous accomplishments, and we look forward to many more, winning this for the second year in a row. Gigi Wang. This is also the second year in a row for Gigi. She's earned this outstanding award last year. Gigi is a kind and considerate student and one who is not afraid to take risks, whether it be in the classroom, at the Model UN conference, or just coming over from China to the United States. Gigi is intellectually curious, thoughtful, and determined. She engages with her learning, relishes a challenge, and she finds joy in really learning and also from failure. She takes advantage of all the opportunities Bullis offers, providing to herself a better opportunity. Besides excelling in the classroom, Gigi is a triple threat. She is a member of the National Honor Society, a gifted athlete, and a very talented performer. She lit up the stage in Mamma Mia and then earned the Coaches Award for her play on the softball team. She's an all-around student, and her best is yet to come. We look forward to her accomplishments in her senior year. Congratulations to Gigi on Outstanding Award. I invite Mr. Policino for closing remarks.
This concludes the formal portion of our program, and I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of our award winners again. This program also marks the conclusion for our students of their traditional academic program in many ways. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess I understand it. Classes such as English, biology, U.S. history will not meet tomorrow. We're going to begin a new chapter in your education and a new chapter in Bullis history when we begin our Discovery Days tomorrow. If it is our responsibility to prepare you for life after Bullis, and this includes experiences beyond a traditional classroom setting, then it is your responsibility to be prepared for these experiences and opportunities that lie ahead. When you arrive on campus tomorrow, I ask that you are ready for new challenges, for new experiences, for new opportunities, and to bring your best self. Be curious and ask questions. Bring an open mind and an open heart. You must see that each day that lies ahead for Discovery Days as an opportunity to grow, and I encourage you to attack each day with curiosity and interest. I'm excited for you to see all of the opportunities that await you over these next 2 weeks and hope that you feel the same way. As you leave Howard Auditorium this afternoon, I ask that you are grateful for the opportunity to have learned in a traditional classroom setting from all of your amazing teachers, and that you're equally grateful for this new opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone and learn something new. I wish you all the best and cannot wait to see what you share on June 6th at the conclusion of our Discovery Days. Award winners, I ask that you please stay for a picture. We have yearbooks in the lobby, and I would like to dismiss our juniors first to go get their yearbooks. Thank you.